Good morning, everyone. I'm waiting for my
Hello,
co-host.
I'm
My
here.
co-host.
I'm here.
Hi, everybody. Sorry,
Hello.
no bouncing animations today because my computer decided, as always, to shit the bed right before it should work.
Ah,
As computers often do.
as your computer often does, ma'am.
That's true. It's just my computer. It's old, and I should like put it out to pasture, but I'm not. I'm.
Just
I'm
end its
really not.
misery, send it over the rainbow bridge.
I really should, but I'm not. I'm not giving it the satisfaction.
You're just torturing it at this
At
point.
this point, yeah, for sure. Well, good morning. Today we've been
Morning.
this is something that we've been really excited to talk about because
Yeah.
of
My obsession.
well, yes, but also, I mean, it's kind of exciting to be
It
honest.
is very exciting. You understand why I have that obsession, but it's a good thing. It's a very exciting thing. It's been a very, very long time coming, really.
Yeah, it's especially in your for you. A long time coming. So we are going to be talking about the Splatoon 3 trailer. And we're gonna
Yeah.
break it down for you because I only again have only played Splatoon 2. I am not very knowledgeable in previous Splatoons, but you
In
have
the
played both.
original ways. I have
Yes.
played both, yes.
Yeah, my brother had the Wii U. I didn't have the Wii U, so but by that point I was out of the house, so I didn't get a chance. But
Um,
you,
my my boyfriend, my husband, at the time boyfriend, had a Wii U and had Splatoon, the original Splatoon, and I would play with
yeah,
him, and I was not terrible at it.
yeah, that's how you know that
I
you
was
found a good
like,
game. Why do you think I'm obsessed with Valo? Because I'm not terrible at it. There you go. I can understand that same with Splatoon. I like Splatoon because I'm not that terrible at it. All right, so da 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 da.
"Me,
Let's see if I can get this
I believe in you.
popping.
You can do it.
Look at
You can do
that.
it."
See? And you
Hang
said I
on,
couldn't
I
do
I
it.
have to wait,
And you see my
ma'am, because
cursor
I
though.
that's not bad. That's bad.
Not bad, not bad. I also have a cursor, so like, oh, I don't know if you can't see the cursor, but I can show the cursor if you want me to point out certain things.
Make it big.
You want it? You want it big?
I won't big. I want to point out those teeny tiny little details. I don't know if this is gonna like the screen is big enough. Honestly, I think it'll
Really?
do for this time. Yeah, like there are some tiny ass
Okay.
details. Cause remember, like,
Yoink. Is that big enough for you?
hang on, I still have to wait. Okay, yeah, that's better.
All right. Yeah. We're gonna start for this. This is our very scuffed uh thing. Our very scuffed breakdown of this game. Um, but I noticed some things that I know you didn't notice, which is like design wise. Honestly, it's so aesthetically pleasing. This game.
Like, yes, you did, but it's one of those things that's like, as someone who's already played the two other games, like, I know that those are gonna change. What I am more interested in when I first saw it, um, was the big things, like the really, really big things, and we will get into it like
Mm-hmm.
very obviously.
Right. So
Um,
should we get started?
we should get started.
All right, let's get started.
You know, maybe
Oh
we
wait,
sh
I
we should
also
have done like a teleparty so I can watch it with you.
I can do that.
Yeah, you want to send me a teleparty real quick?
Yeah, give
So
me a
like
second.
I can tell you, like, pause it and we can talk.
Here we go.
And
My computer's gonna totally shit the bed though. You
girl,
see
can't
it?
you just do like a teleparty, like the little TP party?
Oh no, like can do you not see it?
I can see it on Discord.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the app teleparty.
Oh. Okay. I don't know why I accidentally clicked out, but hold up. TP. It won't let me do the thing.
Let's see here. Will it not learn more? I thought it was supposed to be
Um,
accessible to YouTube.
mm, I think I think we're gonna just have to do the Discord thing.
Okay.
Um,
Whoa. Woe is us.
I know.
You-
So scuffed. So you can adjust the size.
Yeah.
You can see my cursor.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you can tell me what to point out.
And you're streaming it to Discord too, or just?
Yep. But because Discord is gonna be what do you call it? Delayed.
There we go. Yeah.
So that when I start and stop, by the time like we can pick it out.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's start over.
We're so organized.
You can't you tell? Okay, first thing.
Pause it.
I already see it. I love on the sides the fucking like title things you can do. I think
Your title cards, like kind of
yeah.
like name tags.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
I honestly believe that like they got inspiration from Animal Crossing. Yeah, because you can make your own titles in Animal Crossing. And to be honest, if they have something like totally random, I'm so excited. I can't tell you how
I
many
don't know
trash
if it's
titles I saw.
exclusively like what is it? Animal Crossing. And hear me out. I think it's just the way of where Nintendo is heading. Like it started with the Animal Crossing, but they're gonna provide this more um self-expression, unique expression across all their platforms
Hmm.
like this.
Interesting.
Like I was mentioning that a lot of Nintendo games are becoming open world. Well, we started really big open worlds with Breath of the Wild. Well, we're starting to
Mm-hmm.
see things like Kirby and Mario Odyssey all kind of taking that exact same kind of feel, but putting their own twist on it. I
Ah.
think it's just the direction that Nintendo is heading, and it did start with New Horizon.
Ah, yeah, I see, I see. Kuma
Um,
says they kind of had it on the lobbies with the cars, just making it a bit more visible. I agree. I kind of, to be honest, as much as I liked, let me get my thoughts together. In Animal Crossing, I loved reading people's titles, but a lot of people used like
uh,
the card trash a lot. So
yeah,
I saw a lot of trash titles on there, um, which you could tell we're a bunch of degenerate gamers over here using that.
absolutely. Bunch of like depressed millennials.
Oh
I
yeah.
like the the colors and the patterns for the name cards.
Yes.
A little bit of them, they feel like really 80s to me, like the purple
Oh
squids with the yellow
yes. This
background.
is what I'm talking about, like aesthetic wise. It's so pretty to look at.
And so it's giving you a lot more like individuality that
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo, like Splatoon has always kind of given you because of your clothing. You can kind of change your
Yes.
hair, you can kind of change your like hat and your shirt and your shoes, and that gives you a little bit like more uniqueness. This just expands further into that.
Yes. Good way. Good. Yeah. Good explanation. All right. Shall
And
we continue?
well, before we get into it, the titles, the fucking Big Money
Oh,
Mana
I
Wardrobe
love it.
regular, like that is iconic.
I love it.
Splatoon. Like I so appreciate Splatoon 2, like clearly getting into Splatoon 3 that they keep up with the ocean
I'm
sea
giving you
like
the highest quality, so there we
oh
go.
thanks.
We can
Oh.
see.
And your computer breaks.
No, we're good.
It gives you this very punny word play on word with sea stuff and ocean things. And I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Attention seeking bass dropper,
I love it.
Splatsville fashionista. Like I appreciate them.
I do
Oh,
too.
faithful seaside
Super
superfan.
fan. Yeah. I'm excited to see what kind of some good like
Oh, I bet this is
creative
a
names.
tiny ass fraction of the
Oh, for
titles that we're
sure.
gonna see, and I'm excited for them because my personal favorite so far is a big money mana wardrobe. Like I love that. But I know that there's gonna be so many
Oh,
more, and they're gonna be so good.
I'm reading Kumo's comment. He said,
Yeah,
I think how many people do give trash cards is why Nintendo's so afraid to give freedom because they want child friendly. Look at the Nintendo profile icons, for example. You are very limited on what you can put. I see both sides on why they restrain but desire more freedom. To be honest with you, the restraint I think leads to more creativity.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like I
Yeah.
get that you're restrained, but like a lot of people would take that as a challenge and come up with some incredibly creative names.
I see it as that as well because I was taught as a designer when I was in college. It's like you have to have some kind of structure and restriction
Yeah.
at times, not forever, but at times to be able to push yourself around that.
Yes. Yes. All right, shall we?
Let's continue.
You want to
Okay, go
stop
ahead and
here?
give that a pause. So we already saw this in the first ever like announcement trailer for Splatoon 3 is that we're getting new entrances for the players into the arena. So we've
Yes.
already established that the game we're playing for this is Turf War, the classic Turf War from Splatoon 1. But now we're getting um what looks like espresso machines to me. I don't know if that's what it looks like to you as well, ma'am.
Espresso machines.
And tell me that it's not what it looks like though. I know that it kind of looks like huge bass speakers, but it on this angle, especially for the like the little splat gun, looks like an espresso machine to me.
I I I think it is actually. Actually, it is. That is an espresso machine. Look, that's where you put the Oh shit! What there? We literally looked that up.
Coffee grounds.
Mm-hmm. The pressed espresso grounds in there. I think. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think it is an espresso machine. 100%.
So that's gonna be so we are kind of, I think, still maybe in like Paris because of the
You
coffee.
think? Oh, yeah, and the Eiffel Tower in the first
Uh
trailer. I
huh.
mean, if you want to break that
Yep.
down too, we can. Um,
If we have time.
if we
If
have
we have
time.
time. But yeah, it. I'm glad you confirmed with me, but it does very much look like an espresso
It
machine.
is very much a that is an espresso
Almost
machine.
got it.
Yeah.
Mm. I mean, it's a bunch of millennials. It's like you're like, what? I wonder why. We're a bunch of millennials
We
addicted to
all need,
coffee
yeah, I
and
was about to say we all
caffeine.
need that caffeine for sure.
But we
But
did have in Splatoon 2, and I don't fully remember in Splatoon 1, but we did have a little food truck that we can buy bonuses
from
and boosts
Krusty, was
from.
it
Yep,
Krusty
Krusty's.
Sean?
Yep. So we might get like a little espresso shop, a
That would
little
be awesome.
cafe.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, to be honest, like, yeah, that would make sense. I would love to have a little coffee shop. Can you imagine it? Like, it'd be so cute.
It would
Oh,
be
it'd be so
adorable.
cute. I can't wait to see the designs of just like the
I
lobby.
I know. I'm so excited for
Ugh.
this. Obviously we have a lot to process in this. This is a huge reveal with a lot of information. Ricey, do you want to take the biggest thing here, or do you want me to continue on?
What do you mean take the biggest thing here? Because like I want to do like the breakdown of the weapon that's literally the closest to the screen. I mean, other than the
Yeah.
paintbrush. But
Yeah, I'll let you have that one.
okay, can you just talk about this bow and arrow because that would definitely be my kind of weapon. I love bows in
I love
games.
it too.
I'm
And
I'm
it
a
is
range
something that
player.
was revealed to
Don't
us
touch
in the
me.
original trailer, but it is something now that we have more of.
Yes. I also like that it's a what do you call it? Those fishing bows because the fishing line
Yeah,
is right there. So I thought that was cute that they're using fishing bows.
I appreciate it too. I'm
I
very
can
excited
appreciate that
for
kind of
it.
aesthetic, man. I could like that kind of design. I could appreciate it. But can we also talk about the weapons in general? They all look fantastic. Like they
Yeah,
all look
no.
amazing. The style looks amazing. The colors are just popping. And we didn't even see the other side yet. All right, let's continue on.
Well, hang on. I have a little bit more that I want to talk about
Okay.
with this one. So, yes, we have a classic paintbrush that we've seen in Splatoon 2, which is when it was introduced. We have, or I think that may be Splatoon 1, but that specific style of paintbrush was definitely introduced in Splatoon 2. Um, the gun design is a little bit different. The bucket design is a little bit different. So these
Mhm.
are probably new weapons with new side weapons and new ults assigned to these weapons, probably with new titles. Obviously, we get a good range of the hairstyles that we
Yes.
got teased with
Yeah,
in the
baby.
initial
Yeah.
trailer. And you can't see it with everybody, because a lot of these aren't like super, super unique, but we are already seeing new outfits and new clothing. And the
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing I would have to say that is the most obvious to me, because I obsess about collecting literally everything, is the Viking helmet.
Oh yes.
That is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
brand
yeah.
new style, which is interesting because it's a helmet and she has glasses on, which usually are it's one or the other. You either have glasses or you have a helmet or a hat of sort.
Right.
So it's very exciting to see. It may be a combo. There are combos where you have hats and glasses, that are a combined look. But we're gonna see like a bunch of new like feature clothing
I'm
with
super
this.
excited. But the glasses, what do they
Hmm
remind you of? Like they remind me
Uh,
of Elton John with his crazy
a
glasses and
a
like
little.
yeah, I
Okay, so the guy with the pompadour, he reminds me of uh Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka glasses.
oh yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, now that I've micro picked at this, we can move on.
I'm just assuming like that I'm sorry, the style is very European. So the fact that you were like, yeah,
Yes.
it's very Paris based, I
Yeah.
agree. Like I can see that for sure. All right.
And
Stopping right here. Look how
time for the
that
other
one guy
side.
look how that one guy is hanging. I want that. I want that hanging from the espresso machine.
So now not only do we have unique closing game reactions where people either celebrate or lament over the win or lose of the match, we have new entrances as well. Um,
Yes.
and that's very exciting. And again, we are seeing new outfits. The headphones are new. That's a completely new design. I really like
I
this like S
oh, I
style.
love it.
This does show off more clothing than the previous ones. We
Mhm.
have the helmet on the first girl. We have the shoes with the headphone girl. We have a new shirt and new
I was
glasses
about to
with
say
a
if you want me
roller.
I was about to say if you want me to break down the what do you call it? Clothing designs, I
Mm,
can do that. So, a lot of and again, I went through Twitter but the sweater is like let me see if I
it's
can get
so
it.
80s and I love it.
It's actually so do you remember how a lot of the clothing for Splatoon 2 is based off of like Tupac and
Yeah.
yeah. This one, the sweater is based off hold up. I think it's the Notorious B.I.G. Yep. I think that's where his sweater comes from. Maybe or maybe also another homage to an R&B singer slash rapper, I think.
Yeah.
So they still carry on with being influenced by celebrities in terms of their fashion.
That like I like that. We also have the new hat style. I don't really remember ever seeing that hat style in Splatoon 2, and definitely with the sniper, those
It is
shoes
the
are
Notorious
extremely different.
B.I.G. Yep, it's the Notorious B.I.G. that they paid homage to in that sweater.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Um, I would also like to point out that we have at least three octopuses on Purple's team. That is like
Yes.
very exciting because with Splatoon 2, you were only going to get octopuses if you got the Octo expansion. Um,
Yes.
which apparently is now available for free if you have the Nintendo Online Plus,
Oh shit. Oh shit.
which is exciting. That's very
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
wonderful that they've added that to the Nintendo Online Plus feature. Um,
Which I wish I
I'm
can get
not mad with
into.
it.
Yeah, I want to get into that eventually because I feel like Nintendo Plus. Actually, let me just go ahead and get into it now. I feel like the Nintendo Plus, like the expansion feature, I know it's more bang for your buck. You have the
Hmm
Sega. You can
hmm
get so many DLCs of so many different games for
Oh,
free.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
before we go any further, like we should definitely announce that we are not sponsored by Nintendo. We're just
Oh God,
crazy
no. Yeah,
fangirls.
we're
We're
fangirls.
just
We're not
crazy fangirls, we promise.
hashtag not spons.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, we
We
are not
promise.
sponsored. Um, But we're just like again, we're just doing this because we love. Honestly, I love the
Splatoon.
fucking franchise, dude. Like, or not even the
It's
franchise,
so
the
good.
company. The
Yeah.
company Nintendo is just killing it in terms of good family gameplay with their
Mhm.
DLCs, with their like,
Mhm.
because a lot of people were worried about the expansion pack for
Yeah.
like Nintendo Online, which is fair. I understand both the pros and cons for each.
Mhm.
But but with a lot of the DLCs, they're like, hey, you can get this for free. That's you get more bang for your buck because a lot of the
Yeah.
DLCs are like $20, $30. You know, I'm just saying, Nintendo know what they're doing.
I'm
I ain't
glad
mad
that they
about
are
it.
improving with the Nintendo Online because when they first
Yes.
announced it, like within 6 months of the Nintendo Switch being released,
Mm-hmm.
um, I was really mad at them because it was only for like Splatoon 2, like Smash Brothers. That was kind of the extent of what Nintendo Online was really for. And they
Mm-hmm.
didn't have any of these other perks. I am glad that they are expanding
Yeah.
and including
Agreed.
more and more things.
So going back to Splatoon, we're just gushing. Uh, Again, look at the design. The colors they pop. I love the mix of purple and yellow. I just love that in general. Just
The
as a color
weapons
scheme.
look
The weapons
a
look
little
so
more
detailed.
update.
The clothes look hella detailed. Like the details in all
So
of
good.
this. Like they put so
So good.
much. Even like the autograph on the side of the helmet, like small
Uh-huh.
details like that. Damn. Damn, they're so
I
good.
can I point out that it seems like they have more skin tones available for people.
Yes.
It seems like I know that they Splatoon 2 was pretty good about having um a few more than the original Splatoon,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think they have as nearly as many skin colors available as Splatoon 3 looks like it's lining up to
Well,
have.
I feel like Splatoon 3 also has a bigger lineup for hairstyles and
Hmm.
clothing, to be
Yeah.
honest. I feel like they're going all out because again, the attention to detail. Damn, I'm so excited to see what they're going to do with all that. Like even the smallest like wardrobe, increasing
Yep.
wardrobe or different types of hairstyles and skin tones makes a huge difference for sure.
I don't think it's exclusively like increasing wardrobe. I think hairstyles
Mhm.
and the pants are like a standard feature. You
Oh,
can do whatever
yes.
you want.
Yes.
Are no longer gender exclusive.
Oh,
I think
no,
it's
no.
all just like a set thing and you get to pick how you look.
Yes. I think they mentioned that in the first trailer too. Okay.
Now
There we
you get to
go.
pick where you launch.
Yes. We're stopping right there. Um so any other details did you see besides picking where you launched?
Back up just a little bit.
Whoop,
Okay.
backed up too far.
Whoa!
Too far. All right, we're going to start here again.
Okay.
Look
So
at
let's
that.
here.
That's so great.
I appreciate because that's like a big change. That's a big difference. Um, it makes
Oh
Splatoon
shit.
3 already super unique. And we already have someone with an ult.
I do want to
Give
talk
it a
about that.
pause.
Yes. So, I want to use my little cursor here so I can show you. The heck is this? What is this? This ult here? Like this is new, right? I have not ever
Okay, okay.
seen this. We have I don't know why I should have
Okay.
stopped the first time I saw this, but like I love the change to the bar. I love the different kind of aesthetics that we got here in terms of design. But that ult terrifies me. I cannot explain why. It just looks like it's gonna
Well,
kill
you
me.
can't explain it why. Yeah, we've already seen it. We already know, but we
Right.
can't explain it just yet until it's like executed.
Mm-hmm.
So let's pause for a second and let's break this down. We know that the minor aesthetics update with each game. So one is much different from two. Two is much different from three. So we have the indicators, the weapon indicators that already show a slightly different style. I feel like these are a lot more straight and uniform compared to like Splatoon 2, where they're a little bit like offset and like um askew. The countdown timer, while the font is still the iconic Splatoon font, the counter frame is different. As you were pointing out, your ult indicator is different.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the new um section indicator instead of like I guess a bar that just fills up a analog bar.
Yes.
Um I think this is very pretty. I think it looks really good.
I think it looks very
I,
clean as well. Like it just
it
cleans it
does
up.
look very clean.
Yeah.
I playing Splatoon 1, playing Splatoon 2, I know that ults are going to change between the games. So I am very excited for this. It is this the this isn't the sniper, is it?
No, 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 no. This is it's purple. So this isn't the sniper.
Well, it's the sniper
Oh
isn't
yeah, the
purple.
purple. No, this isn't the sniper. I think the sniper is in a
Oh,
different
okay.
place.
Well, if we look up at the top, this character is already in ult. The only one in ult right now is the grenade launcher. We know that the side weapons, in this case, it looks
Mm-hmm.
like it's going to be one of the curtains.
Yes.
And the ults end up changing and shifting um, for each weapon if it continues over from the previous game. It's going to
Yes.
be different. Um, and it looks very exciting. Um, do you want to point out something unique that we noticed when we were watching
You're gonna have
uh,
to point it out because I probably you can go
the
ahead.
ink canister?
Oh yes. Oh, you can no, you can see it.
You're not going to get a huge look at this.
No, but the ink
But
canister is to the side now,
yeah.
like a little side thing.
Well, it's a little off center, but it to me it looks like a bag instead of like an actual canister.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You can even see a little straw that goes inside that sucks it all up. The ink. Do you see it?
Yeah,
Those details. Fuck, dude. The details
I
in that
love
is
it.
insane.
I love it so much.
I
I'm
just
very excited for
yeah.
it.
I'm super like I love. I'm just in awe of all the little details that they've put
Mhm.
for someone like me to point it out and be like, oh, this is actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary, but it's necessary.
Yeah.
Like it's, you can tell they took so much time to be able to create
I'm
that.
glad that it already looks like if it's gonna feel like a different game when I start to
Mm-hmm.
play Splatoon 3, not
Mm-hmm.
just a continuation of Splatoon 2. It's gonna be the same franchise. It's still gonna be a lot of fun. I'm still gonna like kind of have this residual information from Splatoon 2 when I bring it to Splatoon 3, but it's not going to be a cookie cutter carbon copy of Splatoon 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Kumo even mentioned that. Looking at them changing up the game and making it actually feel like a different game instead of a patch. Yes, I feel like
Oh.
that in general, just that you can tell it's a completely it's the same game, but they've changed so much about it that it feels
Hmm.
like a different game. All right, continuing.
I'm going to comment over this. You don't have to pause it just yet.
Okay, just tell me
Um,
when. Oh,
yeah, go ahead and pause it here
sorry.
because we are getting a new um, ult going.
Yes,
Um,
and you see how they on the side they're showing how much of your ult is depleted.
oh, that's standard. That's been
That's cute.
since
No,
Splatoon
I know, but
1.
I like how they changed the color. It's now bright yellow. Oh, and
Um,
also another change design. The when you die, look at the little one. It's so cute.
Yeah, that little icon, that death icon is different.
Mm-hmm. Like it's super
Um,
adorable.
we clearly have a new ult. It looks like it's a rocket launcher of sorts. It looks like you have 3 um launches. Looks like it does a lot of big damage. What I was gonna say over everything, I'm not seeing too much of a difference with the ink's texture. I
Mm-hmm.
think they really got it down for Splatoon 2 and don't really need to update anything too drastically
Yeah,
like they did between 1 and 2.
yeah, because it's ink.
Yeah, it's ink. They've gotten it like
I
where
think
they
that's the
want
first.
it.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think they got where they wanted it to be in terms of design. You can't make it inkier. I think it's already as inky as it possibly can be.
Obviously, they'll clean it up and update it as technology improves,
Improves.
but I think they have it where they want it.
I agree. All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, this thing.
Oh yeah, this thing.
All right, we have a
Oh, well,
little.
you might have to like go just a little bit further.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you can really. Okay, now. No.
Okay. Well, I messed it up, but gonna go back a little more. Okay, so I'm gonna use my cursor to point out what is this is has to be a shield, right?
Yeah,
This has
it
to
has
be
to
a
be a
shield
shield. So what
right
is it
here.
shielding? Well,
Well,
let's look down
right
on the
here.
ground.
Yeah.
For those who don't play, who don't like watch Let's Play, like I know Kuma watches when we play with Chelzor and when Chelzor plays, um, might recognize it, but not really know what it does. That is a target point where, um, it's in this case, I think it might be an ult. Um,
Mm.
but it used to be a side weapon in 1 and 2 where players could get to like little hidey points or get
Yeah.
on the like enemy side and drop it, and you can
Spawn there. Like
like you
once you
can
spawn, you
launch
launch
there.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, you could launch there and get behind the enemy, get behind enemy lines, get to an empty space or whatever, and keep going and keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Now it looks like those are going to be protected for a
Protected,
bit.
but I feel like it may not be protected unless someone else puts a shield there. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Like I
I
don't
feel
know
like
if
it
it's like
might
a
be.
I don't know if it's like a side weapon that some like you have to work with your teammates to do or not. Like
Right.
because I think if it was like automatically protected, it would be harder because a lot of let's say you launch somewhere and if a um enemy sees you, they can just easily kill you if they see you. I feel like that's balanced. Having it shielded might be a little OP in my
Well, here's the
personal
thing.
opinion.
It draws attention to it because a lot of people don't. I do this. A lot of people don't look at their maps. And you
Mm-hmm.
can see a spawn. You can see your spawn. You can see the enemy spawns very easily
Mm-hmm.
on the map. So I feel like that draws attention to it more to those who don't look at their maps
Oh.
very
Mm-hmm.
regularly.
So I'm curious to know exactly how that's going to play out because I am unsure, but we'll see.
I can't wait. I'm
I
so
can't. Yeah.
excited.
Oh, that wrong button.
Ah, ah,
It. Wait.
ah.
Click on the thing. I'll do. Can I just say that? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Go ahead and pause it right there. Back it up just a little bit so we can see purple versus yellow.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. We'll just stop right there. What do you think
So
that
yeah.
was? Actually, let me just. Whoa! Did you see that? I didn't
Yeah.
see that the first time. We're gonna pause it right there. So what is that? Do you suck it? That's the one I'm excited for. So is that where you suck in the enemies and just toss it back to them? Is that what you were talking about, Kuma? I think that's what you were talking about, right? Because I just
Yeah.
saw him get killed. That's I didn't notice it the first time I watched this.
This isn't the one that I'm super excited for. I'm excited to see
We still
new
got some
ults because
more.
we've already, when me and you watched it the first time, we saw 4 new ults, and that's
Yes,
extremely exciting. So we
ink
have
back.
seen, this is the second one we've actually seen in action.
Yeah, and this is that alt, which is indicated by this here. You doing with my cursor? This
Mhm.
little thing. So that's the vacuum ult, I'm assuming. Or the Luigi's Mansion. You just suck that shit up. Uh, I think it's really cool. I didn't see that it actually did damage. I just thought it was just sucking it up. But no, you can actually do damage with that shit. Damn.
I like now that I have you
Damn.
paused,
Yeah.
and I'm now getting into like the game mindset. Obviously, we didn't mention this, but this is a completely new arena. This is nothing from
Yes.
Splatoon 1. This is obviously nothing from Splatoon 2.
Mm-hmm.
This is very exciting um to see a new arena. And now my mind is getting into like push mode. It's just like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
what surfaces can be inked? Um,
Oh.
what can I use to get up and gain access and sneak behind somebody? Like, what's going on?
Yes.
Um, because we have this bridge above us, and it's like, okay,
Oh,
can
here.
can we ink it to get on top, or do we have to like go around?
Ah. I mean, there's a little ledge here, but again, we don't know.
Well,
I like
so
how I
the shorter ledge, that side is very clearly not going to be inkable. I'm talking about like the actual bridge structure
yeah.
that's next to it. Like, can we ink that?
Well, I think they showed a glimpse. Let's keep going.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Right there. See, there is the
Well,
inkable
yeah, that's
bridge.
the ink on top. But what
Oh,
about the
use
ink on the
the sides.
side?
Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think that they don't focus much on the stuff on the sides. I don't know
No,
actually, because then
they
how would you
do.
guys
It's
do
a
that?
very strategic thing that they're going to be like certain
Hmm.
vertical areas that are non-inkable and certain verticals that are inkable.
Hmm. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. There's my bow.
The bow and
I
arrow
feel like
looks amazing. It looks like such a high-powered sniper in a
yes, I was about
sense.
to say it's slower than the sniper guns that I've seen,
That's a
but
new side weapon. Sorry. Like his ult,
oh
we're
yes, right
okay.
here,
Spoiler, we're about to see the ult, but that's a new side weapon.
right here.
I've never
This
seen
one,
that indicator before for a side weapon. I want to know what
and
it is. It
there's that
looks like a grenade. Oh wait, it
scary
might be
thing.
the new reskin for like the soda can. So you'll shake it up
Oh,
and then you'll launch it and it'll give like 3 explosions. So that could be like the reskin for it. I want to know.
all right.
Sorry.
No, we're good. We're good. This is why we're doing this. Ah,
Again. Oh
not good.
yes.
Oh, this shit.
Oh yes. Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes.
This. Oh, I just the
So
grapple
we
hook
did
is
see a
insane.
little bit of this in the original trailer, and now we get to see actual play of it.
Yeah. It's insane how good like just I feel like I'm not able to strategize how to use that. I'd probably be that bitch that just swings everywhere. Literally just Tarzan that shit.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
won't be
go
able
ahead
to
and
like strategize how to use it.
I'm gonna put this out here, and I think it may actually be answered a little later in the video because I don't fully remember at this moment. But there is an ult in Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 where you get on like this jetpack and then you rocket launch and you can like
Oh
swing
yes.
around and like shoot things from your jetpack, but you come back and land where you launched.
Mhm.
Which can be a very like I've always told you, Ricey, you can no ult is infallible. You can
Mhm.
shoot out anybody with an ult. You just have to like be able to outpower most of them, even a booyah bomb with ink armor.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I I think this is replacing that jetpack rocket launcher
I
ult.
see. Cuz like oh, well, you can't tell cuz the ult looks kind of weird right here, but that is the ult.
Yeah,
That's so I don't know if I would be able to use it as an I really wish it was like a side weapon, but then again, I can see people taking advantage of that if that was the case.
it would be way too overpowered.
Yeah, way too
Way
OP for
too
that.
overpowered.
But like even as an ult, I guess it's cuz I haven't really seen this is just a snippet, right? Of
Yeah,
what of
continue.
how it could be used. Like that's just insane. And
And
then
then
you
you come
land
back
back where
and
you started.
right.
Like that's insane. So it is good if you want to do like a sneak attack or like
Hmm.
behind enemy lines so that your team can push. But at the same time, I'm just like, I just swing like Tarzan. I'd be like, this is my fun. Just
Like,
going
I
everywhere.
really appreciate that because with something like Moray Tower, which is like,
There it is.
oh, here it is. Here it is. This is the ult I'm excited for. I honestly thought
This reminds me of
this.
fucking Overwatch here. That hamster ball.
I honestly thought this was going to be a new weapon. And I
Oh
was so excited.
yeah.
I'm still excited for it. I'm excited to see that it's an ult.
See, this is the
Oh,
opposite of the grapple hook to me. This to me, I think is too OP even as an ult. You know, whereas the grapple hook, I
nah.
was like, I don't know if it's OP enough, but this,
You can
dang,
say that about an ult, but they try and balance this super well. Also,
yeah.
this has a different side weapon too, and I want to know what it is.
Oh yes.
That's a new logo that I'm not familiar with. Sorry. Um, it what balances is your main weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, oh, this is too OP. I'm pretty sure this might be the sniper rifle or something.
Oh.
Would you ever use a sniper rifle though?
Well, I mean, if it gives me something like that, hell yeah.
But would you be good at it?
I'll learn. That's the whole point of learning. Looking at this. Like, that is so insane.
But it gets overheated and cuts out just
Yeah.
like the jetpack would do.
Yeah, because you can't have it for a long period of time with any old duh. But like the way that it shoot. Let me just go back. Let's just take it in all its glory. Yeah, from the beginning. I said from the beginning. Okay. Look at that. And you can roll, and it's like a shield. Like you can do so much with that. That's what I'm super excited for.
I'm so pleased with how many
Look at that.
new ults we're getting.
I'm even looking now we're seeing the side weapons being used. There it is. This is what I'm excited for. This is the one.
Back up just a little bit.
Okay, so this is what I'm excited for. This one right here. It has this, because I'm curious to how to use this. This. Wow. Like, damn.
I'm so excited for it too.
Damn. Like, that's insane. I want to know how to use that. I want to know how to use that so bad. Which we're now.
I'm kind of worried about you. You're like, all these ults are so OP, and I'm just like, you should have seen the ults from Splatoon 1 before they like really
redid them.
like
yeah.
really hashed a lot of this out for Splatoon 2.
Because like this is also we're going into the next ult, which is this rocket thing.
Well, we saw it in it was the first ult we watched, but
Right.
now we actually get to see it from the start.
Yeah, so we're gonna check that I think out as well. Yep, there it is. That, like, how these ults are insane. I think that I'm glad that they didn't hold their punches for these ults because they look terrifying. All the ults look terrifying.
Hey, turn off closed caption.
Oh, my bad. Oh, okay, sorry. There we go. No. Ah, there we go. So all of the ults literally look so freaking terrifying. Because like these aren't just excuse me, just missiles. They're fucking tornadoes.
Actually, no, I don't think this is the same ult. I think we get
No, it is because it depleted.
No, it's not. No, it's not because the first one was out of a gun. I think this is a completely different ult.
Oh yeah, no, this is the different ult. This is different than the first time we saw this.
It's similar. It is similar, but it is completely different.
See, like that? Oh, damn.
I can't wait for us to get into gameplay of things like Rainmaker and Tower Control.
That's the thing right here.
Oh, I didn't notice like the little swirly helicopter thingy.
Yeah, oh, right there?
Yeah, it's so cute.
So it looks like I think the only way you can deal damage is to aim towards this helicopter thingy.
But they're keeping us moving around a lot, so we're getting more information.
Should I pause?
I think we're just getting into like we're in the last 30 seconds of the match, which is A 3-minute round, which is like still the standard turf war
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
time. Um,
Okay, I'm gonna keep going down.
Also, I I thought about this later after we watched it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get Splatfest back,
Oh yes, yes,
and
we
you'll get
are.
to experience like your first
Yeah, because I
Splatfest
bought the
with the
game
new game.
right after the last Splatfest. I know. I've never
Yeah, me and
experienced a
Chelsor picked it
Splatfest.
back up like 2 days after the last Splatfest.
That sucks. But I
It
want
was
to also say,
so
continuing on with the theory of Splatoon's ults being
yeah.
terrifying, if this flew across my head, that'd be fucking
IRL.
terrifying. I was just
Legitimate though,
like,
you're not
they
wrong.
all look so terrifying, and I love it because it makes it just makes it seem more awesome, you know? Like
I
it's just so
maybe
the showmanship, I guess.
yeah, they're doing a really good job of like
Oh
trying not to
god,
give
like
trying not to
that
give
shit.
anyone too much advantage point beforehand,
Yeah.
but still make it like very informative.
Look at how they're jumping around and shit.
I feel like the
Well, we're
the
coming up to the end.
speakers.
Yes.
Okay, pause. Um, the game tape is
Mhm.
different.
Yep.
I think it's a different color and like kind of different like sizing.
Mhm.
I don't think in Splatoon 2, but I'm very bad about paying attention to stuff like this. I don't think it says game. I think it's like end match or game over or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
think it just says game in
Mm.
Splatoon 2. But
See.
again, it does have the classic Splatoon font,
Yes. As it should.
as it should.
Oh, I also love that it ripped. I don't know if you caught
Yeah,
that.
that is different. That I didn't notice it the first time, and I was about to say that as too. It looks very good.
Yes. Again, it's the small details. I just goodness, they're so good at it. And then oh god,
Yeah, he got so
so
fuzzy.
fluffy. Look at him. And then the older cat you can see is aging. I love how they're aging their cats. Cuz
He's so
yes,
fuzzy.
but the older cat you can see like well, you can see its fur sticking out and his eyes are much more tired and like I
Yeah,
love that
they
they're
have
aging their
updated the
cats.
fur.
Yeah. It's so cute. Oh, this banner. I don't know why I'm loving like the street style because
Yeah.
that's what this is. It's like a street style. And I know we talked about it this before. We don't know if the banner is going to be the same throughout the whole game or if it's dependent on maps.
Yeah.
Because
Or not just maps, but gameplays, like different gameplays. So like this was Turf
yes.
4. We don't know if Rainmaker, obviously Rainmaker is gonna roll over. That's something from Splatoon
Mhm.
1. I'm pretty sure Capture the Tower and Splat Zones are gonna stay with us.
Mhm. The reason
But we don't know if it's gonna be the same banner um for the losing side or for other gameplays.
right. Well, the reason why I pointed this out is because I still believe it depends on the map because the map itself
Mm,
also had graffiti on the walls and like stickers on the walls. So that's why I'm like, it could be, tied to the map itself. So if we had
mm.
different maps, like if we had the museum map, it may have more of a museum theme, you know?
That's if the museum map ends up
It,
rolling
yeah,
over,
I'm
but
just,
it is a good example.
yes, I was just using like as an example because I'm
Right.
excited to see all the new maps that are happening because like you said, this is a completely new map. And
This is a
adding
completely new map.
adding something like this just gives more I don't want to say personality to the map, but it just makes it more. You know, like you're
It
in
does
this
give
map.
more personality to the end of the game. Also, we
Yes.
don't know if they're gonna end up cycling through this type of banner, the
Oh,
more games you
yes.
play, because they do cycle out maps. Traditionally, it's 2 different maps per every 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you'll alternate between the 2 maps, and then it rolls over,
Do you
on
think
the
this
second
game
hour.
do you think this game is going to be much bigger than the second? Actually, hold that question.
Uh,
Hold that
okay.
question off to the end of the tour.
Well, before you move on,
Yeah.
auditorial wise, it had a different sound too.
Yes.
Like the announcement didn't sound like the traditional Splatoon 2. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't sound anything like Splatoon 1. Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 for the victory sound, it was fairly similar, slightly different, but this doesn't sound like either of them.
Hmm. Interesting. All right, let's continue. Also, you see the stickers falling. Like that's cute.
As confetti, and then you get like a,
This shit.
a player introduction,
I love
really.
it. And you know how in the original, you all come out at the same time, and at the bottom of the screens you see your placements, like first to fourth place.
Hmm.
This one I feel like no, you're ranking up by like this.
Yeah.
And it shows your cards. So it gives you
Yep.
again more personality for your character aside from just clothing and hair and skin tone. Like it gives you more personality of who you are as a character.
Yeah.
I love this. I just it just makes it look so much cooler. Like look at
And a
that.
different background. It looks good.
Yes. It just looks so cool. And of course, the date. Ah,
September 9th. I'm
September.
so mad. It's gonna be so late in the year.
Cuz you were what was your initial date that you thought it would come out?
I was hoping June. Cause
Ah, yeah.
it is a summer game and summer doesn't officially start until June 22nd or something.
Mhm.
And I was really like in my heart, I'm just like, it'll be May. I'm like, stop being a dumb bitch. It's not gonna be May. I was really hoping it would be June, and so it would be like the start of summer kind of game.
Yeah.
So I was pretty disappointed that it was gonna be all the way in September. I would have been more okay if it was like August, but all the way in
Mm.
September.
September 9th. It's not that bad. It could have been the end of September and then that would have been worse. But it's
Yeah,
just
that would have been a
September.
lot worse because that would have been like
Fall.
seriously starting in the fall at that
Yeah.
point.
My thing is this is going to
Ugh.
suck for all the new students who have class starting in those days. That's my
Good, get
only
off my
qualm.
fucking games, you little
I was about
wee.
to say, like, I don't know if this was a smart decision or not to push it towards the beginning of the school semester for a lot of people. Thankfully, we're old and we don't have to deal with school anymore. But for all of those who do have to deal with school, I am so sorry. Like, this is gonna this and teachers are gonna wonder why they're gonna be distracted or they haven't done their homework. Bitch, we're playing
Uh-huh.
Splatoon. That's why. Okay.
Okay. Can I take like 2 seconds and talk about something real
Yeah.
quick? So we did see one type of roller in gameplay. Um, but on this announcement card and like the official art poster,
Yeah.
we have a completely new roller as well. Like
Yes.
this roller is completely I
It looks
as a
insane.
roller main kind of person,
Yeah,
as a bucket
same.
main kind of person, like I'm very excited for
Roller
this.
main. I'm very curious to know if because so I already told you about like all the different
Mm,
designs, the little designs that they've done,
mhm.
they've updated. I wonder if they're gonna
Yes.
do that for all of their guns.
But
Like,
they do.
yeah.
They touch them up.
So
So Chalzor mentioned, I'm sure Kumo is aware of this. I'm not sure how closely, how much you paid attention to it, but Chalzor has a gun that she stuck with from Splatoon 1,
mm-hmm.
and she knows what it looks like because of the same style. So they're
Mm.
just gonna like slightly update it to make it a little cleaner, make it a little nice, maybe
Yeah.
tweak things here and there, update the side and the alt. Um,
I was about to
but we're still
say.
gonna get a lot of things roll over. Um, some things may be removed because we are getting into like a new game and we're gonna get a lot more weapons. We're gonna get new types of bows, things like that. I am curious if we're gonna keep things like the umbrella and what kind of like updates we're gonna
Oh,
have for things like that because we
yeah.
haven't seen an umbrella at all, and umbrellas are actually
Right.
really powerful.
I was about to say then yeah, because if we're getting a bunch of new guns, I wonder if they're going to have to take away guns.
I don't think they're going to take away as many guns as you may be fearing, but I do think we're going to end up losing some guns. Um,
Hmm.
like not a whole style. I don't think we're going to completely lose something like umbrellas or dualies or things like that. I just think that we may lose um different types here and there because there's different models and things like that with the weapon. So we may lose things here and there.
Mm. I
What
hopefully,
I'm
I mean, again,
good.
I'm like you. I'm a roller main, so hopefully it's not anything that I'm attached to. I can't
There,
handle change.
the roller is completely different. Like the roller that you main with that I got you introduced, like, hey,
Yes.
like stick with this until you actually like understand the game a little bit better,
Yeah.
and then you can start playing around with other stuff once you understand what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same. It is the same titled roller from Splatoon 1, but its side and ult are completely different. So it
Mm.
would have been like it would have been a change for you.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. God dang though. I don't know. So because you've already had to deal with this feeling because again,
Yes.
you played for um the first game. I haven't played the first game.
Yes.
So the second game is all I know. So
Yeah.
finding changes in that, I don't know if I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. Again, so far from what I've seen, this game looks fantastic in terms of all
Yes.
the little details, the colors, the animation, like all of that. I fucking love it.
I
This
it looks like they've kind of like we've only seen yellow and purple.
yeah.
Between the original trailers and this trailer, we have only seen yellow and purple, but it does look like they have tweaked the colors a little bit to
It's
be a
so
little bit more
vibrant.
pleasing.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Um
it's very vibrant. It's a very
mm,
vibrant aesthetic
I
for
think the
sure.
yellow for this, because you know this, Kuma's seen enough gameplay. I'm sure like serious watchers and players of Splatoon know that there are specific color combos, which is good because it allows people who are colorblind a better chance of actually being able to play this. But I do think they have muted this type of yellow just a little bit so it's a little bit easier on the eyes.
Mhm. Mhm. It is easier on the eyes. All right.
Um, can I just say one more thing
Yes.
that I am really disappointed about such a late release date is that having done research, I did a lot of research to kind of brace myself to see when we can possibly expect, in your respect, possibly expect, when when they would be announcing the new idols for Splatoon
Oh,
3,
that's right. We
which
still
is
don't
roughly a
know.
month to a month and a half before the actual release date.
Right. And remember, we don't have E3, which is usually in the summer as well. And
Mhm.
that usually is, I think, in
Mhm.
June, I believe. So we won't know exactly unless Nintendo has a Nintendo Treehouse.
Yeah.
Are they still doing that this summer? Actually, let me look this up for science.
I think they are. I don't know about Treehouse, but I do think we're gonna get a Nintendo Direct. We had a Nintendo Direct in February, so I'm thinking they're planning on having a Nintendo Direct in July.
Let's see. There is a Nintendo Direct summer announcement coming soon. Hold up.
But no date yet.
Nope, it still just says summer 2022.
So it would definitely have to be after the quote unquote start of summer, which would be in later June.
Yeah, I think again, I think it's gonna be what it should have been if E3 was still a thing. So maybe in
Yeah.
June.
Yeah.
So we might not know until June.
I still don't think they're really gonna. I really do hope, because it would be.
Because
I
again,
would get my idols sooner, but
because
I don't think they
it's
would actually announce the idols so far from the actual game based off their track record. So with Splatoon
oh
1 and with
yes,
Splatoon
but
2, they both kind of announced it a month to a month and a half before
yeah, I was about
the.
to say I think they're gonna have to change their habits though, because again,
Mm,
they relied on stuff like E3 to do it. So
true.
having a Nintendo Direct in the summer, I think where most of I believe a lot of the game companies are going to do their not I guess Nintendo Direct ish kind of thing. They're going to reveal a lot of games in the summer too because again that's where E3 came in so that people can
Hmm.
release a bunch of games like gameplay trailers all of
Hmm.
that indie and whatever. So now that they don't have E3, that kind of convention to unveil them, these companies are going to have to do them on their own.
Hmm.
And I don't think they're going to budge from the summer kind of releases just because
Well,
you're going to
yeah.
get a lot of everyone's out of school, going back to the school thing.
Yeah. Hmm.
Everyone's out of school. So that means everyone is going to be able to watch more. And now that they can create a schedule that isn't in the AM like it used to be, because E3, there was some in the AM, like in the morning, and not a lot of people woke up for that. Um, they can schedule their own times. I think Nintendo might do it, and I genuinely do believe it's going to be June or July. And I
Yeah.
do
Agreed.
believe that it's going to be so big that the idols will be released in June or July. As well as,
Maybe.
I
I
mean,
hope so.
I really do think so. It might be a little earlier, but I think it's going to benefit them in the long run. And I honestly believe Nintendo's the Nintendo Direct for 2022 is probably going to be their biggest because you have Breath of the Wild. You have again more of the Splatoon 2 gameplay. I wonder if they are going to unveil the fucking Mario Kart because that was
Oh yeah.
teased. We don't
I
know
don't
for
think
sure.
so. I don't
Um,
think so. They did such a huge DLC recently.
yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
and
think they're gonna.
Xenoblade 3. That's right. That's another
Okay,
big Nintendo title that they
that is
mentioned
huge.
but haven't released anything for. So I genuinely believe that that could be a thing too. So
Have we gotten
Nintendo has
any
a
more
bunch of big
information
games.
about Bayonetta 3?
Nope. Bayonetta 3 is also something that it was
Mm,
supposed to be released this year, wasn't it? 2022, end of
I
2022.
think so.
So we haven't heard anything about that. Like I genuinely believe that Nintendo's summer like direct is probably going to be the biggest in terms of like newsworthy compared to all the other like gaming platforms. I'm excited for it. I am here for it. Oh, I'm so excited for it.
I'm very excited for it. And just as a gentle reminder, just ribbing you, I promise. We do have an ongoing bet for Splatoon 3
Oh
between
yes,
myself and Rice. Just as a reminder,
just as a reminder.
um, because we're both very forgetful.
Someone clip this.
I'll clip it. Um, so as a reminder, I deeply believe that Splatoon 3 is going to have new idols. Like, yes, we're still going to have Callie and Marie, and we may end up having like little cameos from Marina and Pearl, but we're going to have completely two new idols, per tradition, um, for Splatoon 3's little like square. Um, and I'm very excited for that. Ricey, on the other hand,
Yes.
who has only ever played Splatoon 2,
Yes.
does not believe that Splatoon 3 will have new idols. That we're
No.
we're just gonna stick with Marina and Pearl and Callie Marie.
Yeah. I still believe that. I want them to flesh out their idols more. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I love that
yeah.
they focus specifically on um Callie and Marie because those are the OG idols and I'm pretty sure they're going to carry on through the end of time. But I don't want them to give away Marina and Pearl. Like I don't want them to just discard them to be stuck in the second game. I love them. I
I mean, they'll
love
still be
I love the sweet
around. They're still
I
agents.
was yeah, but I'm just like I
They're
love
Agent 8 and 9. We're gonna have. They're still gonna be around,
but then I feel like it's going to be overcrowding. Does that make sense? Like in terms of
but
if
they're
you're going to
not.
have 6 idols, I think that's a little. Then again,
They're
my American brain can't handle it cuz I know there's like 11 idols in a group in Japan. I can't remember what it's called, but they have like a
but
lot of
they're
idols in one
they're
giant
each
group.
their own idol group is the thing,
Ah,
and
that's
we're
true.
gonna get
So I just
like
don't
so
I
it's
don't
not.
know cuz I love the little gremlin and the ball of sunshine. Like I love Marina and Pearl
Pearl.
so much. And I hope that they don't get rid of them. But again, I just don't know. I don't know. Would you be really upset? Would you cuz I know you hold things very strongly to an high standard for Splatoon.
You were about to say something.
I was just going to say to a high standard with Splatoon. So, would you really be like that upset if they don't have idols? Like,
Would
would you
be
be
fairly
pissed?
upset. I wouldn't be like as upset as I am with like Vivzy Pop and Hazbin Hotel, but like I would be.
I'm glad you caught on.
Yeah.
I know
I knew where this was going.
I was about to say, when you're a
Just call
fan
me
of
out.
something, no, when you're a fan of, which is, I can say your passion. When you're a
Mhm.
fan of something, you're incredibly passionate about something. And if it doesn't meet to your expectations, you're like, fuck this. I don't want that for Splatoon because Splatoon looks fun. And I hope there's more
I
good qualities that will like, I don't want it to be like a bitter victory, like a bittersweet
Yeah,
victory.
no, yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. I would be disappointed.
Yes.
Because it's just kind of that tradition and they kind of it makes it very exciting when we move to like basically a whole new country. Um,
Yes.
because with Callie and Marie in the
Yes.
original Splatoon game, we were based in Japan.
Yes.
With Marina
Mm-hmm.
and Pearl, we were basically based in America or
Yep.
New York
That's,
City or California.
yes.
With
I
Splatoon
still think
3,
it's
we are
Europe.
yeah,
It
I know
has to
it's
be
Europe.
Europe.
With Splatoon 3, I do believe that I would love for it to be my theory where it's they're probably going to be inspired by punk rock and glam rock.
Mm-hmm.
Um but like we're in a completely different country now. We now both believe that we are still firmly in France because of the Eiffel Tower and the espresso machines.
Machines. Yes.
Um it would only make sense to have a French idol
Mm. Or European idols, I would also
or
say.
European items because I
Yes.
still think that we would have one inspired by David Bowie because, it would be perfect.
Honestly, those glasses, like I said, reminded me of Elton John. So
Fair.
I can honestly see if they have like crazy over the top, idols, David
Right.
Bowie, rock or pop, I
I wouldn't necessarily say pop because what England and the United Kingdoms gave the world was glam rock and punk
yeah.
rock.
Mhm.
And that's what I
Oh,
would
and
like to
EDM.
think.
I think there was a
Yeah.
lot of EDMs as well. But yeah, no, I get that kind of, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I do like that the US had the hip hop R&B kind of scene. Man, I will
Yes.
never I
It's very exciting.
so good.
So you understand where it's like I would be very disappointed, but I wouldn't hold that hate and disappointment like I would with Has Been Hotel.
Yeah. We won't go into that. Uh
We're not gonna go into that. This is about Splatoon today.
yeah. But again, like I'm super excited. I'm so stoked to see what's going
Oh,
to
but we
happen.
haven't told them what the consequences of our bets
Oh,
are.
yes. If I win, if I can tell you, like if I win, which I'm very, you can
So
tell
if
the
there are
confidence.
no new
If there
idols,
aren't any new idols,
hmm,
then it's going to be, you are going to buy me a case of, like a 24 case of Sunkist because I'm addicted to
or
that shit.
just 24 cans of
Actually,
Sunkist.
yeah, I actually need to put Sunkist on my table here. I need to show my
You
obsession.
should.
I really do. I need to show my
You
obsession
need to
with
put like
Sunkist.
hashtag not sponsored across it.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hey, Sunkist, if you want to sponsor me, oh my fucking god, that would make. I will wear orange for you, all orange. Like I will deck my room in orange for you, Sunkist.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag could be sponsored.
Hashtag would love to be sponsored.
But
But
if you're wrong
yeah,
and you lose,
I said if I lost, then I will buy the amiibos for the idols, the idol amiibos for
yes,
Abby. And I intend to go on my word. I know
absolutely.
in terms of price, like everyone was like, well, I mean, if you're that's more expensive. Shut the fuck up. I don't think you understand how much I love Sunkist.
Yeah.
I don't think you understand how much I love Sunkist. Okay? And winning it as a bet makes it taste so much sweeter. All right? I would know because I've won many bets and I would always use that as like my winnings. I don't think you understand.
But I think
Hands
it's
down.
like I know that like my thing is more expensive and things like that, and obviously like I'll like
It's
crochet
all
using
about the
some things
utils.
to kind of like
No, no,
balance
no.
it out or whatever.
I was about to say
But
I understand by utils. I don't think people understand how happy buying me a case of Sunkist makes me. Like for real. So that's why I'm
But
like, this is the thing, and you better stand like, you better stand up
that's
to
why
that.
it's like, for me, as just a reminder, because it's like I do tend to forget. I'm just like, what if I lose? What was it that I'm supposed to do?
Oh,
What?
Sunkissed. I will remind you.
Sunkiss.
Remind you. It's always Sunkissed. Oh my god, I fucking love Sunkissed. I'm
But
addicted to
I'm
that
so
shit.
excited. I'm very excited to see the new designs for our idols. I'm very excited for them.
Mm. We have,
I'm like, I can't wait for them.
yeah, we still have a while before
And
we
we
get to
I
see if it's
don't
revealed.
want to wait. I
Cause
don't
like,
want to wait.
what if it's not revealed in Nintendo Direct? Then we're gonna still have to hold on to hope, right? Maybe.
Yeah, if it's not, depending on when the Nintendo Direct is, I still
Yes.
think that if it's a Nintendo Direct in very late June, so the start of summer, or sometime anytime in July, really,
I
so like
think.
the first real start of summer,
Hmm.
I still think that it's too early per their trending of how they
Yes.
used to do it.
Yes.
I still think it would be too early.
Hmm.
And I am someone that's a very pessimistic person. I'm like, I don't want to hold on to that much hope. I don't want to do it. But
But
the new idols,
I mean
um,
I also would like to say that a lot of Nintendo even said that they had to push back on Breath of the Wild
mhm,
um
mhm.
because of the pandemic and them working on it. Like the pandemic
So many
literally,
things have been being pushed back. And I
yes, in
don't
terms of
mind
scheduling.
Nintendo doing it.
Yeah, no,
I
I
don't
don't
mind
either.
Nintendo
Nintendo, you can if you need to push it
because they
back.
prove their quality when they push things back.
Yes. I mean, they did a fantastic job with Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Yeah.
And it showed.
And
It really showed.
we're seeing a lot of trends of things being pushed back. Morbius got pushed back from February, which pushed back Doctor Strange, which has pushed
Mhm.
back Thor Love and Thunder. Like, and it's
Yes,
called
everything
like
has been pushed
things are
back.
still getting pushed back because of COVID.
Yes.
And I think that I don't personally think that because of the loss of E3, it's going to make everybody have to change their announcement schedules like Nintendo. Um, I think the bigger thing is that COVID has kind of like thrown a wrench into
Everything. Any kind of
Nintendo's
fun.
scheduling.
Yeah, I agree. Cuz not only Nintendo also has to cater to like their Japanese audience cuz Nintendo is a Japanese company.
Hmm.
So and currently Japan is still they've closed their borders still. Like they're still going
Still
through a
shut
lot.
down. Mhm.
Yeah, they're still trying to get a handle on things. So
Right.
that's not like just take your time, Nintendo. Like
Hmm.
I'm a patient. Well, I'm not patient, but I'll be patient for you.
Agreed.
Straight up, I will be patient
But
for you.
again, the reason we're okay with Nintendo pushing things back, unlike some other things, not everything, but some other things, is that Nintendo has proven time again that if they have to push something back, they're putting quality into it.
Yes, and they've shown it. They've shown that.
Time and again.
Yes, for sure. All right. So who are you?
I am a Mickey Wee, and you can find me on Twitter under the same spelling as here. I just said hello in the chat. And I don't stream outside of the podcast, but you can catch me playing
Splatoon.
um Splatoon 2 with Ricey and Chelzard of the Destroyer, and other Nintendo games and multiplayer games with them.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell are you, ma'am?
So my name is Ebola of Ricey. I
Mm-hmm.
push the GIF. There I am. You can see me. If you can't, how can you not? Um, that is my Twitch handle, my Twitter handle. I also have a cosplay Instagram called. I'm just gonna write it down. This is gonna be
Yeah,
a lot.
type it out. It's a little difficult for us dumb Americans.
Yeah, that is my cosplay Instagram. If you guys want to check out the cosplays, I've got a lot of people. I've got Rouge the Bat coming up from Sonic, and because
Oh my
we're
god.
doing a Sonic group because I mean Sonic 2. Hello. So we're doing that.
Hello.
Hello. We're doing that. And I also have Kaya from Genshin Impact. I'm so excited. But I'm not unveiling them until May. So you're going to have to sit tight. Just going to have to
So
wait.
I'm assuming that it's because you are going to premiere them at a convention.
Heck yeah. You bet your
Okay.
bottom dollar I sure am.
All right.
And yeah. Oh, and also you can find us, both of us. I can type it. No, I can't. Can you
Can
type
you?
it? My name.
Uh,
I have on acrylics on, so it's so hard to type, which means it's so hard to play video games. But you can find us both on What's Your Opinion podcast here on Twitch, where we talk nerd shit, and on, I was gonna say Tumblr, Twitter. There you go, at What's Your Pin 10, right there. It's awesome.
and y'all can hit us up there with suggestions or
Suggestions,
opinions for
opinions,
yourself.
anything you would like us to see. We definitely check Twitter for any of that shit. Oh, I will
Yes.
also like to make an announcement. I
Mm.
may or may not be here
No, no, we
next.
can't do it. We can't do it. It's Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. We're not going to be able to stream next. It's the 8th, right?
Yes.
Yes. We will not be able to stream on the 8th.
Yes.
Because it is Mother's Day, a holiday for the families. And
And go love on your mother or mother figures.
that's true. They're all important. Um
Yes.
and give them a hug today or that day.
If you ain't got no mothers, put your dad in a dress.
My dad would hate it.
But
My
it would be
dad would
great
hate it.
though.
No,
It would be great though. My dad's put on dresses before.
I was about to say
My
I do.
mom made a cosplay for somebody, and my dad, being the roughly the same body size as the woman, he put it on and let my mom like fit it basically
Yeah.
to him. So my dad wouldn't care.
So happy Mother's Day to all. We will not be here out of respect. Um but yeah, I hope you guys have a good week. 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks. And I
Ugh.
guarantee you, we're gonna find in those 2 weeks something random shit's gonna come up, and we're gonna talk about it. You can bet your
And we're
ass on
not
it.
gonna think about it until 2 days before the
Before I stream.
podcast.
Again,
Oh.
ADHD with procrastination. Hello, this is me.
Actually, you know what we should do? And we've talked about it on and off previously. We should finally get around to doing the Snow White,
Oh
the best Snow White
yes,
adaptation.
adaptations.
We did Cinderella,
We did do Cinderella, and I still
and there
got.
are actually enough Snow White adaptations.
I was about to say we also wrote. I wrote that one topic from work so that I don't forget. We can also
Oh
do.
yeah,
We
we
got
could
we
do that
got
one.
some we got some things in the works for sure.
Got some.
We got a lot of things
We're
in the
not
works.
gonna really like go any further and organize anything, but
Oh heck no. What do you take us for? Responsible people?
Oh,
Heck no.
organized us ADD? Absolutely
Absolutely
not. How
not.
dare?
But you guys take care for the next 2 weeks. Please stay safe.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys not this next Sunday, but the following Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.